Well, if you're in the area, make sure to stop into the Black Cat, the beautiful Black Cat down here. Get yourself a coffee and come say hello. That's exactly what our next guest is doing. It is a pleasure to have with us the director of the Macomb County Department of Planning and Economic Development. So many things going on, but of course, with this being Veterans Day, we want to put a focal point on some of the things that they are doing for our veterans out there. But let's welcome in Vicky Rowinski. And Vicky, thanks so much for joining us. It's a pleasure to have you out here.
Thank you for having me today.
Well, you know what? You and I were talking off the air, and with this being Veterans Day, you wanted to talk a little bit about the many small businesses here in this beautiful area that are owned by veterans.
You got it. You know, we've got 19,000 businesses in Macomb County. There's actually a good portion of those that are either veteran-owned or service-disabled veteran-owned businesses. These are entrepreneurs, you know, that might have retired from their military service but went on to do some great, phenomenal things here in Macomb County. To date, I think we have about 150 of those businesses that we want to recognize.
That's awesome.
And you have a lot of that Shop Local program that's going on right now, too. So It's not just for veterans, it's for all of the small businesses here in Macomb County.
Yes, Mark, thanks for bringing that up, because it is an exciting time of the year. You know, you're feeling the seasons change, getting ready for that Christmas season. Macomb County, for 6 years, this will be our 6th annual Shop Local campaign. This is where we get the opportunity to really recognize some of these small businesses, those businesses that are in your downtown corridors, in your community. What we have for Shop Local is the opportunity for our patrons, our residents, to go out there, shop, take a photo of what they're doing, and submit it. And there's the opportunity to win some cash prizes.
Yeah, I got to tell you, talk about a champion for business in Macomb County. This lady is it. She's not just known throughout Macomb County about all of our businesses, but throughout the entire state. She is a rock star with planning and economic development. But I can tell you where I picked her up, and we realized, you know, she's going to be of value to Macomb County is with our defense industry here in Macomb County. We are defense capital of the Midwest. The number of contracts that are awarded to Macomb County for a defense business, and we've always had a rich history of making things that protect those who protect us. But Vicky came from that industry, and she's got an incredible background and support of the defense of the military here. So the defense industry is very strong in Macomb County and continues to grow beyond Macomb County.
You got it, Mark. You know, I grew up in Macomb County, so I'm very familiar with the Detroit Arsenal. Didn't realize that economic impact that defense industry has here in the county is really prevalent during the 08-09 recession, when we saw a lot of our manufacturers really try to diversify. And what we saw is our defense industry really step up. But it was a learning game. So a lot of our businesses had to figure out how to speak the lingo of military to go after some of these defense contracts.
And you were the one that made that connection and got them to understand that there's opportunities there for them to kind of retool or restructure their business to try to figure out how do they support that. And again, there's some great contracts, and there's some financial benefit to doing that as well.
Oh, absolutely. Our defense industry is so strong, and they're so innovative. You know, when I visit these businesses, what they're working on is high-tech technology. A lot of it, you know, synchronizes with what's happening in automotive, with autonomous vehicles, with connected technologies. But a lot of that is being invented within our Department of Defense.
This is a bucket list opportunity for Vicky. She mentioned that off air, but it is. She's one of those. It's like she couldn't wait to get it.
Today.
I know she would have rather been here with Paul W. as opposed to me, but you know, Sean, you're making this a little bit simpler and more exciting for her. I talk to her every day, you know, so that's nothing new to her. But she was excited to be here because I'm going to tell you why. Because what she is doing right now, talking about small business and you know, all the business here in Macomb County, she is a champion for business. And I got to tell you, the work that our planning folks do, MacombBusiness.com, they're a great resource to any business, and we look at it as, you know, we're there for them, anything they need, and you know, we don't bill them for our consulting. We just make sure we're there to try to take care of them and lift them up. Even the pandemic, there's a lot of work we did during that pandemic. You don't want to bring it up. It's like you don't want to talk about the past, but you got to talk a little bit about what we were able to do for small business during that trying time when they had to shutter or close their doors because of this concern that was going on.
No, absolutely, and this kind of goes to like why we exist. You know, whenever you're in need or there's that emergency, you know, there are individuals out there who really care, and we really care about our small businesses. You know, it took a lot of phone calls from our businesses, just really concerned with, you know, what does the next day look like. And we were really able to step in, provide some of those grants, get those businesses continue to operate, keep the payroll going for their employees.
And what's the number one concern that you're hearing from businesses right now, today?
Oh, Mark, that's a good one, and it's an easy one. It's workforce. You know, we've got great initiatives right now looking at how do we infuse and inspire that next generation. You know, getting into the K through 12, talking to them about jobs, whether it's in the defense industry, whether it is in automotive, aerospace. you name it. And these kids, when they see it, when they get inside those manufacturing facilities, their eyes light up, not realizing that's happening here in Macomb.
Far different than the days of when I was a kid. These facilities are much different. They're cleaner. They're more high tech. And we have a manufacturing day celebration that is every other manufacturing day celebration around there pales in comparison to Macomb counties. The only one that might have something that's comparable is the entire state of Florida. Otherwise, we have the largest celebration of manufacturing day here in Macomb County because of the work you do.
You got it, Mark, and it is the best. Set Florida aside, it's happening here in Macomb County. Getting 1,200 students on buses. We actually expanded it. It went from one day to an entire week, and our manufacturers love that because they can bring different cohorts of students into that facility, open their eyes to what those opportunities look like.
Wow, great stuff. Vicky Rowinski. And Ann, if I may, can we get Vicky on retainer and have her come in every morning because she's smiling constantly, and we need more of that in the morning at the Fisher Building. Trust me, we're all walking around half asleep, and you've had a smile on your face up here. You can tell somebody who's passionate about what they do. Shop Local is coming up. I know what a big event that is for you guys. As you were talking about, Mark, I think a lot of people don't realize the epicenter of defense out here in Macomb County, and that's pretty cool. Vicky Rowinski, the director of the Macomb County Department of Planning and Economic Development. Continued success to you, and certainly good luck with Shop Local.
Awesome.
Great stuff.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. All right, once again, Vicky Rowinski kindly joining us. Don't go anywhere. Of course, Macomb County Executive Mark Hackle will be here for the next couple hours. Special guest on site. We thought originally she was going to be calling in. Oh, no. She came out here. Candace Miller, Macomb County Public Works Commissioner and experienced babysitter.
Oh.
We will get to that.
There's a story.
There is a story there, no doubt about it.
Ray left the house.
Paul W. Smith Show on a Friday morning right here on 760 WJR.